Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Muhammad Faizan. Today we will talk about special probability distribution. There are three types of distribution. The first one is binomial distribution. The second one is Poisson distribution, and the last one is binomial distribution.
Hi guys, my name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Haris. Okay, I want to talk about binomial distribution. In binomial distribution, N is used as sample space, and P is used as number of success, and Q is used as number of failure. But when P is plus with Q, it is equal to 1.
Hello, my name is Eddie. Let's head on to our first question.
Alright, the first question is, in each delivery of cupcakes to a particular restaurant, 30% will be returned due to not favored by cup lover. Question A states that, suppose 20 of the cupcakes are randomly selected from a delivery. What is the probability that at most 5 will be returned? Our question is that our N is equals to 20 and our P is equals to 0.30. So the question states that E1 is at most to be at 5. So we're going to write P in brackets X less than or equals to 5. So we have to take 1 minus by P in X more than or equals to 6, because we cannot find what is less, we can only find is more. So from the table we can get the value of 6, which is 0.5836. So we're going to take 1 minus by 0.5836 to get our answer is 0.4164. We will move on to our next question. So the B question states that, suppose the restaurant will be holding an event which requires an order of 200 cupcakes from the same supplier. So B1 states that, approximate the probability that between 56 to 62 of the cupcakes will be. So we know that our N is equals to 200 and our P is equals to 0.3. Since our N has exceeded more than what the table has, we have to use variance and mean. So our mean, we have to use the formula of NP, where we take 200 times by 0.3 and we get 60. While to find our variance, we take NPQ, which is taking from our mean with times by 0.7. We will get the answer 42. From the question, we know that B1 wants that our probability to be approximate, that's between 56 and 62. So your right as P, which is Y, is bigger than 56 but lesser than 62. So in order for us to find it has to be in between 56 and 62. So we have to use CC, because we are moving from binomial to normal. So we have to put 56 plus by 0.5 and 62 we have to minus by 0.5, since it have to be in between those two numbers. We will move on with our next step. We will take 56.5, where we just plus 0.5 minus by with our mean, which is 60, over by square root of 42, which is our standard deviation. And we go to the other side, where we take 61.5 minus by 60 over with the square root of 42. From there we get our value, which is Z, which is more than negative 0.54 but lesser than 0.23. So we have to take 1 minus by P, because the Z more than equals to 0.54 minus by Z more than equals to 0.23. So you can get both of the value of 0.54 and 0.23 from the table of the standard normal distribution. Then we'll move on, which is 1 minus by 0.2946 minus by 0.4090. We'll get our answer as 0.2964. We'll move on to our B2 question. The question states, if the probability of the observing less than n numbers of cupcakes among those delivered which are returned is 0.992, use the normal approximation to determine the value of n. So we're gonna write y less than n, which is equals to our probability 0.992. So since we're not going to take the value of n, we have to minus it by 0.5. Thus, we can relate it with the formula P in bracket Z lesser than n minus 0.5 minus by 60, which is our mean, over cert 42, which is our standard deviation, with the probability equals the probability of 0.992. We can simplify it by writing as p equal in bracket z less than n minus 60.5 over by cert 42 equals to the probability of 0.992. So as we know that our probability is equal to 0.992, so we have to take 1 minus by 0.992 to get our value of 0.008. So we can search for a value of 0.008 from the table. Thus our value will get as p equal to z more than equal to 2.41, which is equal to 0.008. Thus we can relate with the formulas n minus by 60.5 over 42 equals to 2.41. We will get our answer as 76.12. So we can get our approximate value as 76.